awesome people, and welcome to Wi-Fi Wednesday Shenanigans. Alright, something new this time round. So for those who've been following me on Twitter would be very well aware of this little change, or I suppose this little thing that I'm going to be doing for tonight, and some future changes to the schedule for my channel for the next upcoming 2 months. Which will be, I'll be introducing some VGC battles to my channel. However, these will not be exclusive to Wi-Fi Wednesday. So what that means is I'll be uploading VGC style battles whenever I get the chance. And Wednesdays will be kept for the normal single battles that all you guys love. So that way I can have a bit more variety and I get a chance to upload a few more videos on my channel. Because I do plan on doing these VGC battles live, because it is a bit of a pain in the rear side to post-commentate these battles, because it's hard to recreate what goes through your brain when you do these type of battles. So anyways, this is all pre-season 13 battles I did. For those who are not up to date, season 13 ranked battles is where you go in and you're not allowed to use any mega Pokemon, which I thought was really cool, which is what got me really interested in the VGC battles. Last time I did VGC battles was right back in 2010, so this is kind of new territory for me, because 2010 was actually when I was learning how to do competitive battling. Anyways, time to stop with the dribble dabble. Let's actually get into the battles, because I gotta go through quite a lot. Alright, so this one was a more recent battle I did. I think this was the last battle I did before season 13 opened up. Alright, so this is Mosin ZZs, and they're opening with the Tyranitar Hydreigon lead. So I'm like, great, this is awesome. So I have my Tyranitar lead as well, and my Manibuzz lead. So this Manibuzz is more of a bulky Pokemon. Hydreigon is most likely the choice spec set. That's kind of what I see mostly on VGC quite a lot. So I open up with the Protect there on my Tyranitar, because I thought the Hydreigon would go for Focus Blast on it. However, they went for the Manibuzz, which is not going to do a hell of a lot there, because Manibuzz is bulky as all hell. And that Tyranitar did go for the Brick Break on my own Tyranitar, which did fail because of the Protect. Manibuzz sets up the Tailwind there, so Manibuzz is my supportive, bulky Pokemon with Tailwind, Incinerate, Foul Play, and Toxic for any Crystalias that want to pop up. Alright, so leftover recovery there for my Manibuzz. So I'm going to swap out Manibuzz there because I want to keep Manibuzz around. And I also want to send in my Landorus, because Landorus can be hell handy here with the Intimidate, which will null down the Tyranitar's Brick Break and his attack, so hopefully I can live a -1 Brick Break there from the Tyranitar. Ice Punch down Hydreigon is just going to miss out on the kill, so I'm guessing it's going to be max health. Goes for the U-turn there, so it's not a choice to Hydreigon. So I life talk Hydreigon. Okay, I missed that first time around. Alright, so it's going to swap back out there thanks to the U-turn, and it's going to go into Rotom Wash. So I'm like, this is not cool, because my whole team is weak to this bloody thing. Alright, so I just lit the Brick Break there, which is awesome. So that -1 really did help out there, especially since I'm 4 times weak there to the Brick Break. So Tyranitar's going to swap out there, expecting like an Earthquake or something, going to Hydreigon, which was actually, I guess, kind of a safe play there, because Landorus is very much known for Earthquake and VGC. However, I did go for the Superpower there, because Superpower is going to hit Tyranitar really hard, and it hits that Hydreigon really hard as well. And of course, with the Rotom Wash on the field already, you can't really swap into that. So Hydreigon goes down, which is great. So that's a great sweeper up the road. Thunderbolt misses there because Tyranitar was protected. Alright, so in back comes his Tyranitar. I do have the Tailwind up, so I'll outspeed it, plus Landorus is carrying the Choice Star. Superpower, even at -1, is going to absolutely demolish that Tyranitar. So that was awesome. So I'm pretty sure that was a sweeping Tyranitar as well. Same set as mine, well, except the moves. Alright, so I went for Rock Slice here on the Tyranitar, because it wasn't a multi-hitting move. That's going to do a nice damage there thanks to crit on that Rotom, so I'm guessing bulky choice specs Rotom. Not exactly too sure what Rotom carries sometimes in VGC. As I said, I'm still learning some stuff with VGC, so forgive me if I say anything wrong. So Tailwind does petter out there, so my speed does go back to normal. However, I do have the Sandrush ability on the extra drill, so I am at ×2 speed there, which is awesome. And the Gardevoir does trace the Intimidate there with its trace ability, and does get the Intimidate, which is not cool at all, because I do need my attack, because I'm running a hyper offensive physical team. That shouldn't work in theory, but it kind of has been working for some odd reason. So I swap out the Landorus there, because I don't like that -1 there. The Gardevoir is going to Mega Evolve into the Mega Gardevoir. Totally didn't see that coming miles away. Actually, I thought that Tyranitar would have been Mega. So I go for the Iron Head here because I do have the Sand Rush up, and it's going to demolish the Gardevoir even with the -1 attack, which is awesome. Life Orb, Extra Drill for the win. Max attack, max speed. Sorry, not max speed, max health. Sorry, my bad. I can't remember my own EV spreads. Alright, so Hydro Pump there is going to absolutely demolish my Extra Drill. That's, well, actually by this stage it doesn't really matter. Given that Rotom is on low health as well, I'm pretty damn confident even at that range of health my Mandibules can take a Hydro Pump from the Rotom. Probably not a Thunderbolt though. So Landorus comes back in, and it's pretty much GG here because Landorus does have the choice specs up, and I will outspeed it. I just go for the superpower here because I know it's going to kill. I didn't want to risk going for a Rock Slide and missing. And I don't think a U-turn might not have killed actually. But anyways, that's the first game there, and as I said, that was the last battle I did before ending off the pre-season 13 battles. So that was a pretty interesting battle there, and by this stage I was pretty confident with my VGC team. Alright, so the next battle was up against a Japanese player. Oh dear, I think this one made me sweat the most out of all my pre-season battles. Alright, so the lead here is a Gardevoir lead and a Conkeldurr lead. So, but I'm not really liking the Conkeldurr at all. So the Gardevoir does trace my Sandstream, which is fine, at least it didn't trace my Sand Rush. Alright, so I'm going to protect there with my Tyranitar because I know that Conkeldurr will go straight for a Mach Punch and that'll definitely demolish me. However, they went for the Mach Punch on my Extra Drill, so I think they knew I was running Sand Rush, or they thought they might have been able to take me out. I go for the Iron Head here on the Gardevoir. That is definitely going to take out the Gardevoir. So bye-bye Gardevoir. It was fun knowing you for that short amount of time. And the Life Orb is going to let me down even further. So a little bit of Sandstorm damage there on the Conkeldurr. That is Life Orb as well, I think I saw. So that's going to slowly lose some health from Sandstorm and the Life Orb. Lucario comes in, and judging from their team preview, this is definitely most likely their Mega, so I was going to swap it into my Landorus, go for the Intimidate just in case it was a physical attacker. Even if it was a mixed attacker, its physical attacks are going to go down, so close combat's not going to do that much. Extreme Speed will do a little bit less than what it normally would. So yeah, Mega Lucario is indeed going to come out, so I'm going to go for the Protect here in case the Mach Punch was coming my Extra Drill's way. At least I'd keep it around for one more turn, and that Conkeldurr did go for the Mach Punch there. Close combat there from the Mega Lucario. It's not going to do as much there to the Landorus because I did swap out that turn, so because I do resist it, didn't do as much. And the Intimidate lowering its attack as well. So Sandstorm damage there a little bit further there on the Extra Drill, and not the Extra Drill, the Conkeldurr. Extreme Speed's going to take out my Extra Drill, which is not fun. There goes one of my powerhouses, unfortunately. But Landorus is still on the field, so Superpower there, straight on that Mega Lucario, and Mega Lucario is not going to like that at all. So, yes, I got rid of a huge threat. That was a huge threat to my entire team. And unfortunately, though, I'm going to have to go down to a Ice Punch from the Conkeldurr, which I kind of didn't know was covering, so I had to use Landorus to at least take out one of the biggest threats in the field. A little bit more Life Orb damage there from the Sandstorm and the Life Orb as well, so this Conkeldurr is slowly killing itself at the same time. Alright, so Dragonite comes onto the field. I'm like, okay, this can work. Multiscale will be annihilated once the Sandstorm dubs hit it. Right, so Tyranitar comes on the field and my Stoutland comes onto the field. So I'm going to straight away protect there because I know the Conkeldurr will go straight for my Tyranitar. I go for Play Rough here, straight on the Conkeldurr with my Stoutland. I just miss out on the kill because of Conkeldurr's amazing health. Dragonite goes for the T-Wave there, so it's going to negate my Sand Rush ability, so I'm fine there. At least, as I said, the multi-scale ability is going to disappear thanks to that Sandstorm. So Conkeldurr's got at least one more hit from it before it goes down. Here comes the moment of truth. Will I live? I am going to live because of the Intimidate lowering its attack, which is awesome. So even though Landorus didn't have much of a long time live, it still did enough to allow my Tyranitar to survive one hit. Dragonite is going to go down easy peasy there from the Ice Punch thanks to its multi-scale being absolutely annihilated. Even if it was running, maybe if it was running Inner Focus, but it's not very often I see Inner Focus Dragonites. Alright, so we'll do one more battle for this video, and this one is up against Bob. That interesting name. So anyways, Bob is my last challenger for this video. So for this one I went for a different lead. Usually I lead with the Tyranitar lead, which is pretty much my core for this team. However, I decided to switch it up for this battle. Oh dear, it's an Azumarill and an Electros lead, so I'm not too sure what to expect from the Electros, but if it's going to be like Choice Specs with Flamethrower, I'm not going to be in a very nice position. Alright, so I go for Incinerate here with my Manibuzz, thinking the Azumarill may have had like Citrus Berry or something, but turns out it doesn't, so that's still gonna hurt. That still did a lot because Manibuzz is my max health, max defense Pokemon. Mamoswine takes the Flamethrower pretty well there thanks to Thick That on it, and I am running max health, max attack choice band on the Mamoswine. Manibuzz there with the leftovers. I'm going to have to try and set up Tailwind here because I'm definitely going to need it. Rock Slide's going to do a little bit of damage there to both the Azumarill and the Electros. Tailwind finally does go up on my side of the field, which is awesome, so I can now take advantage of the speed boost there. However, Manibuzz is going to go down in the process, but I'm still glad I still got my Tailwind support up there, which is definitely going to help me out quite a lot. Electros goes for the Flash Cannon there, figuring out I do have the Thick That ability on Mamoswine, and that's definitely going to take me out. That Thick That was the only reason why I think I lived that Flamethrower really well. Alright, so here comes the callers, Stoutland and the Tyranitar. So of course Stoutland's going to get the Sandrust boost there from Tyranitar Sandstream. God, I love this combo so much. Alright, so Stoutland definitely going to go first there thanks to Tailwind and Sandrush. Frustration is going to take out that Azumarill, so that's cool. No waterfalls for you today. And the Rock Slide coming from the Tyranitar, which is going to take out the Electros. I was very lucky there. If I'd missed, then it would have been some problems. Alright, so that's 2 Pokemon down for them, so it's really pretty much evened up the battle. So Medicham comes onto the field most likely. The Mega Cham and Cradilly is these other Pokemon. So here comes the Mega Medicham. So I'm like, oh boy, high jump kick is going to really hurt here. Alright, so I think I went for a Protect here. Yes, I did on my Tyranitar, hoping they go for a high jump kick on my Tyranitar, and if they did, they'd lose 50% of their health. However, for the Fake Out on my Stoutland, so I probably should have gone the safe way out and just protected on both my Pokemon. However, the Protect did come in handy for the Cradilly going for the Giga Drain on the Tyranitar. Wait, my bad, did I actually just say I should have gone Protect on both of them? Alright, so Play Rough there is just going to miss out the kill on Medicham. And Rock Slide's going to take out that Medicham, which is awesome, so that's probably their best Pokemon down to there, and their Cradilly is all that's left. All I can really do is just probably Giga Drain my Tyranitar, get its health back, but just go down to Stoutland's Superpower. Alright, so Tailwind does peter out unfortunately, but the Sand is still on the field, so both my Stoutland's still pretty fast. And here comes that Superpower, and down goes the Cradilly, which is awesome, and that's the game, set, and match as well for me. Alright, so also I did make a bit of a commentary mistake there. I said that Fake Out did actually make a difference. Sorry, my bad, because we're Fake Out outspeeding the Stoutland. Never mind, it was a commentary mistake. Okay, that moment where I have like the little click moments and I'm like, oh crap. But anyways guys, that is it for this video. I still have quite a lot of battles for you guys, so make sure to tune in for the rest of, or keep an eye on my channel for the rest of the night. I think I got a couple more to put up. Nope, I have about 4 more to put up, so probably about 1 more battle probably, unless I want to do some live battle. But anyways, the little change will be happening with my channel, as I said. All my battles for VGC will be done through live recording, so it'll be live commentary, which is why I'll be putting them up throughout the other days of the week. And as I said, I'll keep the normal Wi-Fi Wednesday battles on Wednesday, which is kind of what I feel comfortable with, because I'll still do the normal 6v6 battles, because I do have a battle stream coming up this Friday, for those who are wondering, so I'll be able to pick up some battles to then. Anyways, I'll quit jabbling for now, so as I said, make sure to catch up with the next video. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever.